Okay, tell me those two Belk stories about the purses.
Uh,
You worked at Belk in your latter years.
well, working at Belk's, my biggest problem was that you had a number of women that could never make up her own mind about anything. And I said, I had one lady in, uh, she came in looking for a purse. And I noticed when she came in, she had this huge shoulder bag uh, on her shoulders. And she walked up and I said, ma'am, can I help you with something? And she said, well, I'm looking for a purse. So she looked and she brought two or three up to the counter and laid them on the counter. And she says, which one of these you like the best? And I said, well, I like them all. I said, I don't see anything wrong with either one of them. So she goes back and gets three or four more and she brings those over. And then before I knew it, she was going out in the highway with a handbag in her hand, asking the other shoppers in there that were passing by which one they liked the best. And I said it was driving me to the brink of insanity. So she couldn't make up her mind, so she left without a purse. The next night she was in there again, same thing over and over for 4 nights in a row. And then on Saturday, here she comes marching in with her husband. And so she was putting him through the ringer and going out, and asking other people the same thing. And he was just worn out with it. And every few minutes he'd go, he finally walked up to the counter and just put his elbows on there and did his breathing, bent over the cash register thing. So finally he walked back over to her and she said, which one should I get? And he said, well, you don't care it. You get the one you want, and blah, blah, blah. It went on between them two. So finally he stepped back, and when he did, I stepped between them. I went in between them, and I turned to her, and I said, no, I turned to him. I said, sir, I bet she didn't have that hard a time making up her mind about you, did she?
Oh, man.